Yo, what's happening, y'all? What's going on with you? What's happening to all my people out there, huh? How's my fam doing? It's a Thursday morning, 3 a.m. You know how we get down. Those who know me know. It's B Swag Podcast. This is John Walter Lee II with B Swag Podcast. Coming to you with another banger, okay? And don't forget, we're brought to you by Off the Hook with Be Love. That's Off the Hook with Be Love, the fishing channel on YouTube. I mean, the boy's been catching some big fish, y'all. He's catching some bass. He caught some catfish the other day. It was pretty big. You know, I mean, the dude's out there doing it. He's a good dude. He's doing his thing. Check him out. All right. And those of you that are in his area, those who know. You could also catch him on the weekend. If you know, you know. And that's Classic Touch Auto Detail. Okay. Also brought to you by B Swag Marketing LLC, the internet marketing company that cares, an internet marketing company that will get eyeballs in your business. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now we got we're at episode 8, y'all. We're at episode 8, and I want to speak on what's been going on lately. Okay, before I dive into the topic, the topic's gonna be prostitution. It's gonna be a good one, y'all. All right, it's not a negative topic. It's not at all. It's not a woman bashing topic, not at all. Okay. I just, my podcasts are always my experiences, my podcast. And I started off with the topic was supposed to be hoes. Okay. But I don't want to disrespect my queens because, it's not right. And I don't do that. So I had to dive a little deeper on my research and decided to take the politically route, the right politically way to do it, and to bring it to y'all, the content. So I've changed the name. It's Prostitution. Okay? And just to let y'all know, it's one of the oldest industries in America. Okay? So we're going to dive in that in a minute. Okay? How's everybody been? Everybody been good? It's been a minute. The website is up. Please check it out. It's in works right now. I'm working on it day to day, but I got it up. It's bswagpodcast.com, and that's 3 G's. bswagpodcast.com. Check it out, y'all. Okay. I just want to thank everybody. I'm up to 85. 85. The goal's 100, y'all. The goal's 100. I'm up to 85 with buster ass dudes. Believe it or not, still leading the way at 17. It's got 17 listens. Okay? And before I go into deeper, let me just say this. We're at 85, but check this out, y'all. This is why I got swag love for all y'all. In the last 30 days, there's been 16 plays in the last 30 days, 31 days. 16 plays, y'all. I mean, that's something else. That's something else, man. Give yourself a hand on that, okay? Give yourself a hand on that. I appreciate y'all. Swag love. Okay. And like I started to say, Buster Ass Dude still leading the pack with 17, but Mothers is coming up. I've been promoting Mothers a lot. I've been posting it. I've been sending it out to a lot of mothers, all kinds of different ads. It's been getting the response because it went from 5 to 11 and now 11 to 12 it's just been booming. It's just been booming, y'all. It's been booming. All right, but it's at 12. Then you got fake ass women. That's at 10. So we still got some listeners for that. I'm gonna get that out there a little bit. Now it's not a negative thing. It's just my opinion, my experience. All right, that's why I came out with buster ass dudes for the real women. They know what's up. All right, so we got that's 10. Families 8. Fake ass bosses, which I'm really surprised. That's only at 6. That's some good content, y'all. That's some real good content. Y'all need to go on that and listen to that. Fake ass bosses. I mean, we've all worked for somebody who we did not like. We've all worked for somebody who was fake and who was wrong and who you wanted to just whoop their motherfucking ass. Okay? So check that one out. All right, that's at 6. Then we got Friends at 6. Okay, we got Fathers. That's a good one. I believe that's some good content. That's at 5. Okay, and then we got the intro. The intro, that's only at 2. So we doing good, y'all. We doing good. You know, the intro went out. I believe it went out December 22nd, 2022. So it hasn't been a year yet. You know, we're at 85. We just need 100. But I appreciate everybody. Swag love, seriously, swag love to everybody. Shout out to everybody who, you know, shout out to my boy, Cool Boy, doing his thing out there in Lake Elsinore. You know, shout out to my boy, Ron Kesey. He's doing his thing out there in Irvine. You know, just all my people. Shout out to all my people. You know, shout out to everybody in Menifee. Shout out to everybody, all my people out there in Corona, Orange County, Newport Beach, you know, Arizona. You know, it's been a minute. But, you know, your boy's back. Check the website out. And I'm telling you, this is going to be happening every Friday. I'm going to have new content, new topics every Friday. We're going to have more guests. I'm going to get a co-host pretty soon. We got to get this rocking, like I told y'all. Those who know me know what's up. So, you know, we're going to get into it. Okay, we're going to get into it. It's prostitution. Y'all know what I like to do. First thing we're going to do is I went to the dictionary. I went to the Webster Dictionary and got the definition. Okay, and believe it or not, check this out. First of all, this is the definition. Prostitution, it's a noun. Okay? The act or practice of engaging in sexual relations for money. That's number one. Number two, the exchange of money for sex. Okay, those are the two definitions that I saw that they had. So I just want to, break it down. First of all, not judging anybody. Shit, if I was a fine-ass female with body, I'd be doing the same thing. I'd be out there, handling my business. Okay? Shit. There's no shame in the game, baby. Get your loot. I'm never the one to tell nobody how to earn their money. Excuse me. I'm a cigarette going. So yeah, I'm never that cat. Okay. I mean, this is the oldest profession. This and pimping, the two oldest professions in the world. Do you know? And I did. I always say my podcast and my experience in my podcast, but I actually did some research on this one. Some facts, some factual research. Okay. Shout out to my little big brother. What's happening, Jay? He's got a great YouTube channel too, y'all. It's DJ J LaRock Slap Factory. Check it out. It's hot. But what I was getting at, it's the oldest profession. Okay, it's been around for years, centuries actually. Let's see, where oh, here we go. And they used to call it shagging back in the day. Okay, they used to call it shagging. But it started in 2400 BC in ancient Babylonia, believe it or not. That's how long it's been around. That's amazing. That's amazing, y'all. I mean, us men, we trip out. Some of us we judge. Some of us we trip out on, because there's a difference of prostitution and hoeing, okay? Doing plays, But it's all the same. It's really, it's all the same. It's just, it's done at different levels, I guess you could say. Okay, it's done at different levels. And we're going to talk about that. All right. We're going to talk about some of the famous, they have 10 famous, prostitutes. Believe it or not, and I said this earlier on my live, didn't get too many visitors on my live. Let me light my cigarette again. Hold on. Believe it or not, okay, and I had to really look twice when I was doing my research. But I looked up, the 10 most famous prostitutes, or the first 10, or, whatever the case was, or the most, and I'm going to break down my definition, okay? I gave you Webster. I'm going to break down my definition in a minute. Y'all know I'm all over the place, all right? I'll let you manage. Believe it or not, though, this was funny. Maya Angelou, y'all. Come on. Who's going to get in the ring with me on this one? Y'all know who Maya Angelou is. She was a prostitute. Believe it or not. Yes, she was. She's listed as one in the top 10 most famous. And she even admits it in her 1974 memoir, gathered together in my name is what it was. And she goes on about it back in the days when she was a prostitute and a brothel manager. And we'll get into what a brothel is. I don't even think I have to. All right. So, yeah, Maya Angelou. Raquel Welch. Okay, she had a stage name, y'all. Her stage name was Raquel Tejada. And she was a successful escort, as they put it. She was an escort. Okay, but we all know what it is. I used to have an escort business, Unlimited Touch. So we all know what it is. Okay. But Raquel Welch, y'all, in the 60s. The 60s. And then there was hoes back in, the biblical days. There was Nell Gwynn. She was a very successful hoe, prostitute, or hoe, however you want to say it. We'll stay politically correct, so we'll say prostitute. Nah, this is B-Swag Podcast. She was a hoe, Nell Gwynn, and she was one of King Charles II out of England. She was one of his hoes. That's how back it goes, y'all. Trust me, I did my research. Check it out. Google it. I did my research. Okay, they said she was his mistress, but she was a hoe. Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn motherfucking Monroe, y'all. Okay? That was the broad that sung for the president. Okay? She was a hoe. And she was stabbing fools. Research that. She was stabbing people. Okay? There was even this one hoe. Her name is, I'm probably going to pronounce her name wrong, so I'm going to spell it Phyhrne. I'm not even going to try and pronounce it. But she is one of few hoes that her body is a sculpture in museums. It's classic art. It's classic art. Okay? That shows you, how far it goes back. Fanny Porter. She was a widow, and she opened up one of the first brothels in San Antonio, Texas, in the late 1800s. This has been going on forever, and some of us, people ridicule women that are out there doing what they're doing, probably because of the level that they're doing it sloppy. But this has been going on for the longest, and it's gonna go on forever. Sex sells. Bottom line. Look at all the commercials. Look at the Super Bowl, halftime, commercials. Okay? It sells. So it's been going on forever. Forever. Maya Angelou, y'all. Here's one. Heidi Fleiss. Heidi Fleiss changed the game. Heidi Fleiss, that was a bad bitch. She should be on my website, Badass Bitch. Because she changed the game, y'all. We're going to get into that later, but she was dealing with actors and athletes. She had a black book. You know what I'm saying? Hey, like I said, I ain't got nothing against it. I'm not judging how you make your paper. But if you're going to do it, own it. And maximize it to where it's going to get you the most out of what you're doing. Okay? Seriously. And know who you are. Know your self-worth. So, if this is what you're doing, like I said, own it. Own it. Me, myself, everything I've done, I want to be the best at, no matter what it is. I don't give a damn what it is. So, you know what I'm saying? If this is what you're doing, you're doing it, okay? But no matter how you want to try and hide it, no matter how you want to try and slice it up, no matter how you want to try and, the title of it or the excuses for it, whatever it is, own it and do it right to where you're going to maximize the most dollar out of it. Okay, there's movies that's made millions on this subject. Several of them, whether it was fiction or nonfiction. There's several of them. Okay, True Romance, Leaving Las Vegas, The Escort, The Client List. That's just to name a few. But there's movies. Come on now. It's illegal in every state except Las Vegas. And let's not get it twisted. It's not illegal in the entire state of Las Vegas. Only in certain parts of Nevada, I should say. But it is in part of Nevada is Las Vegas. It's legal in Las Vegas. Okay, it's legal in Las Vegas. But that's it. But it's also legal overseas, Mexico, Japan, Korea, and I've experienced all of it. Okay, all of it. Hey, when in Rome, do what the Romans do. Hey, this is John Lee. John Lee, y'all. This is your boy, B-Swag Podcast. Okay? I'm going to bring you the real and the real content, the interesting content, the content that you want to listen to because, I just bring it from my experience. I've experienced quite a bit in prostitution. First time I experienced prostitution. First time I bought a hoe. I paid for sex. Okay, and I never thought I had to do that. And my uncle was a pimp. All right, I had an uncle. He was a straight pimp. I used to live in St. Paul. Okay, I've been around. Like I said, I've seen a lot, done a lot. 56, y'all. Don't forget. Okay, but it's there. It's there. It's actually there. In Vegas, overseas, you can order it. I mean, hell, we had a father bring his daughter out to the field. When he was out in the field, I believe it was Japan. Traded his daughter and a thing of rum, some Japanese rum, for a case of MREs. That's another story for another day. Okay. I got notes here. I'm all over the place with it. I also got, facts in front of me. All right. It started off saloon girls is really, it started off, like I said, back in the King Charles days, he had a hoe, to museums. I mean, Fanny Porter back in the 1800s, Maya Angelou. It's been around for a minute, y'all. It's been around, and like I said, I mean, shit. Okay. Like that movie. What's that movie? Players Club. You gotta use what you got to get what you want, I guess. I mean, like I said, Heidi Fleiss, she changed the game. Hollywood Madam, and we'll get into that later. We'll get into her later. It's been a very lucrative profession if it's done right. Now you can do it with a pimp, you can do it without a pimp. I would imagine back in the days, in the 1800s, 2400 BC, they didn't have pimps. Okay, but then again, guerrilla pimping. That's a different topic. Okay, but, I don't. They eventually got into where I guess the gangsters in the 60s, the 50s and 60s, the Bumpy Johnsons of the world, the Frank Lucases, Freeway Ricks, all the cats. They saw women out there prostituting and making loot, and them. They always, if they made money, they had to have their hands involved in it. So I believe that's when pimps came about. But there were saloon girls, and they broke it down. Y'all. They broke it down 3 types. There's street prostitute, the brothel prostitute, and the escort prostitute. Okay. I broke it down too. Okay. I break it down like this. My definition: you got your successful pros and your unsuccessful pros. Okay. Your successful pros, that's somebody who you might know because you've dealt with her. And she's the one that comes over, knocks at your door or calls you and takes you out. Okay. She's asking what she can do for you. Okay. She's paying for dinner, paying for the night out. She's got her own spot. She's not carrying her bags with her everywhere she goes, just luggage. And I'm talking luggage. Those who know me know I've thrown some luggage out in my time. But, she's not carrying her luggage around. She's got her own whip. She's got her own vehicle. Nice one. Nice house. She's clean. Dressed sharp. That's a successful pros. Unsuccessful pros. She's knocking at your door with luggage, asking can she leave her stuff there. Asking, do you have money? Can you buy her this or can you buy her that? She hasn't had a cigarette in a minute. She hasn't had a bath in a minute. She hasn't had nothing to eat in a minute. So she's coming over trying to get all that from you. No money in her pocket, nowhere to stay. But thinks she's doing it, thinks she's getting it though. Thinks she's getting it. That's the unsuccessful pros. Okay. You know, I mean, I broke it down to quite a bit, but I got notes. You know, like I said, I did research on top of my notes. You know, you got your self-employed prostitute and versus the agency prostitute, and the agency, all that is a pimp. Okay, that's all it is. It's all an agency. If you work for an agency, that's just a pimp. That's, you know, making you pay taxes, making you pay taxes on your body. You know. That's something else when you think about it. Even though it's illegal, they're going to find a way to legalize it. Then they're going to change the name to escort. And, you know, they're going to say you're not supposed to have sex, even though they know that's what you're about to do. So that's why they don't pay you as much. This is an agency, mind you. And they tell you your tips are all yours. You know. You got your low-budget hoes. Those are the ones with the low self-esteem. You know. I used to call them bag hoes. They you know. They just do what they can just to get enough to get their next high, get their next bag. And I don't mean bag hoes like getting the bag. I'm talking about bag hoes like getting their dope, you know, getting their high, you know. They'll go do what they got to do, you know, just to get a $10 sack. So you figure that one out, okay? You figure that one out. You know, I've seen it. I've kind of managed it, you know. Not ashamed. Don't regret or anything. It was part of my path of growing up, and where I was and what I was doing, you know, and the environment I was in, and, you know, things like that, I guess. But I, you know, never made never made anyone do anything. Verbal contracts, some, you know, I had my escort business, it was contracts on paper. All I've done is enhance what they were doing to maximize the dollar so that they could make more. And what I do to this day, okay? I lead generate, y'all. That's what I do. That's what B-Swag Marketing LLC does. It lead generates. It gets eyeballs on your business. If you're going to do it, you might as well do it as a business, okay? Do it as a business. You know, you got your street hoes, you got your internet hoes. Internet hoes, that's where it's at, really. And the casino hoes, that's really, you know, I've met girls that was out there doing it, you know, the low-level ones, the low-budget ones. And I try to tell them, you need to go to the casino. I mean, if you're not going to get on the internet and if you're not going to post an ad, you need to go to the casino, you know. Maximize your dollars. Everybody got money in the casino. That's why they're there. You better get it, you know, get it from them before they lose it at least. You know, and I call them, you got your street hoes and you got your boardroom hoes. You know, you got the ones that major corporations, you know, don't get it twisted. Major, you know, Fortune 500 corporations, sales floors, you know, they have certain, we'll say call girls or escorts or, you know, whatever you want to call it, but straight up hoes that they call, that are the, you know, the boardroom hoes. Those are the high dollar. Okay, if you've ever watched what's that movie with Leonardo? What's that movie? What is that movie? He breaks it down into the blue chips and then the you know, what's that movie? I can't remember that. I'm getting a scene moment, but I'm sure y'all know what I'm talking about. Breaks it down in 3 different types. But yeah, those are the boardroom ones, you know. And you got the beat walking hoes, the ones that walk the beat where their feet hurt at the end of the day, you know. Those are the ones that 8 times out of 10 have a pimp. Okay. There's a street when I used to live in St. Paul, Minnesota, called Shelby or Selby. Shelby and Dale. Selby. Selby. Selby and Dale. And that was the blade. Had a little convenience store that had pinball machines in it, you know, It was called the Pop Shop. And that was like the headquarters. You know, it was a trip. But yeah, you got your beat walking those, you know. Why not just strip? Why, if you got, you know, now, kudos to the prostitutes, to the hoes that's out there, and they like fucking, they like to have sex, okay? Because I don't blame them, I do too, you know. So the ones that's out there and doing it, they figure they might as well capitalize on it. Since they're promiscuous, they already, you know, if you fucking, like this chick just told me the other day, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, this chick just told me the other day, you gonna be fucking, you know, at least get paid for it. Now, does that make you a bad person? No, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. As long as you're over the age of 18, I'll just say 21, because at 18, you're still a child, but you're legally grown. But you're over the age of 21. You're able to go into a bar, you're able to buy alcohol, you're able to, you know, do other things at the age of 21. But most important, you be able to go to a bar, buy alcohol. Okay, you're grown. Whatever you do, that's your business. That's your business. As long as you treat people with respect, they should respect you, no matter what you do. As long as you handle your business, people should respect you, no matter what you do. Okay? So, you know, own it. Like I said, just own it. Just own it. That's all you got to do. And once you own it, you know, this is me. This is what I'm doing. Man, I know several girls. I know unsuccessful pros. I know very successful pros. Okay? It's just what it is. So, but yeah, back to that though. I just don't understand. Now, like I said, if you like, you're promiscuous and you like fucking in, I can see, okay, go ahead and get your loot. Or get your paper, boo-boo. But if you don't, you're doing it, you know, because you do have the ones that I'm just doing it because I need the money, or I'm doing it, you know, I got kids, I'm doing it because I got, you know, whatever it is. Why not just go to, you know, if you find, okay, you got that package, just go to a strip, go strip. Go strip. Go work in a strip club. Probably make more, number one. And number two, you dictate the terms on whatever it is you do. Okay? And you're protected. You're protected. I just don't understand what, but I get, like I said, if you that one, you love fucking, you know, and it don't bother you what people say or what they think of you, don't bother you, because you know who you are, you comfortable in you, shit, well, go ahead and handle your business. Go ahead and handle your business. More power to you, baby. More power to you. I'm not mad at you at all. You know, again, it's the oldest profession. It's going to be around forever. You know, it's a successful profession. It is. Like I said, if done right, very lucrative. You know, I just couldn't believe Maya Angelou when I read that. That freaked me out. You know, it really did. The blonde chick, Marilyn Monroe. You know. Then again, I mean, all the movies you see her in, the documentaries, you can tell she was a hoe. Okay. Yeah. You know, you got the OG hoes, you know, the ones that's been around that keep saying this is their last run at it, you know. Then, you know, you got the new hoes. I don't know why I put 14 to 18. I have no clue. Oh, because, you know, you have the exploitation, you know, you have the sex trafficking, you know, you have that. So the pimps. This is why you gotta get rid of the pimps. Gotta get rid of them because they dirty the profession up. They do. And I know what you're saying. Y'all say, well, it's a dirty profession anyway. But nah, they really dirty it up. You know, they really do. You gotta get rid of them. You know, I mean, if you're gonna do it, get rid of the pimps. Get rid of them. You know, overseas was a trip. You know, when I was in Japan, I mean, they got name tags. You know, they got numbers on them. So you go to the mama-san that's at the bar, And he said, Mama, son, I want number such and such. Like I said, when in Rome, do what the Romans do. I was 18. No, I was 20. I was 20 when I got to Japan. Never paid for any sex. Never had a prostitute. Never, dealt with a lot of hoes though. Okay, dealt with a lot of sloppy ass hoes, but never had, paid for services of a prostitute. But got to Japan. It was our first weekend limo. We got to go out, and we all went downtown called Okinawa City. I was in Okinawa, Japan. We went to Okinawa City. And every club. It's in every club. Every club in Okinawa City. So I just sat and watched, just like the song, Short Time, Long Time, Luke Skywalker, or Luke Campbell, my bad. So I just sat back and watched. And what I did, I waited till the end of the night. And if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right. So I bought 2 and a bathhouse. Paid for 2 bras and got a bathhouse. And anybody who's been to Japan knows the bathhouse. It's a hotel room. It's like equivalent to getting a hotel room here, but they're called bathhouse for a reason. Okay. And it was cool. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. But then I met a civilian. I met this one broad who was living out there. She was on living, I believe it was Kadena Air Force Base. Her dad was in the Air Force. So she was down there with him. She had a partner, and I had a partner, my boy Felix. He's from Brooklyn, Puerto Rican cat. Hooked him up with her partner. So that was it. I did it the one time, and that was it. I met a civilian broad, little white chick. And like I said, I was only 20. I think she was 19. So yeah, I did it the one time. It was cool. It was fun. But, it's just a trip how regulated it is over there. It's like you go into the bars over there overseas in Japan and Korea. Like if you go into a restaurant anywhere, they have the grade in the window. It's got the big sign A, B, C, D. It shows what kind of grade the restaurant is. Okay. Well, in Japan, same thing, but it's not the grade on the restaurant. It's the grade on the girls, how clean they are because of the girls. So they got to have their rankings in the window, just like a restaurant back here. It's a trip, y'all. It really is. It tripped me out. I had a couple guys that got burnt down there, it's just a trip how prostitution, and then they got, you got they call them itch alleys, the red light district, things of that nature. I'm trying to make sure we stay to format, y'all. That's my thing. We're at 32, so we're going to move it along. Heidi Fleiss, let's talk about her. Heidi Fleiss changed the game, y'all. She changed the game. I forgot. She started off. Let me go ahead and bring it up. All right. Yeah, because she's a trip. And it's all about prostitution. I mean, she took it to another level. I mean, she is definitely one who you could say, when I keep saying, figure out how you can maximize your dollar if that's what you're going to do. She definitely did that. And she took over a business for somebody. She started off as just a regular working for somebody. And she got close to the broad. Hold on a minute. Okay, she got close to the broad who she was working for. And then when that broad went to jail, I think she has something to do with it. I think, Heidi, her little slick ass, I think she set her up. Let me see here. Here she is. She's a bad bitch, though. Seriously. And, I don't use that term. Yeah, she was a Hollywood madam. Let's see here. There was a movie about her, too. Jamie Lynn Singular played her. I think that's how you pronounce her name. The little girl from Meadow Soprano. Let's see. Heidi was born in 1965, so she's 2 years older than me. December 30th. Okay, former madam. Let's see. She ran an upscale prostitution ring based in Los Angeles and is often referred to, hold on, the Hollywood madam. That's, she's often referred to. But, I mean, she took it to another level. All right, here we go. Let's see, Los Angeles. And is often referred to as the Hollywood Madam. Fleiss has also worked as a columnist. So after she got busted, went to jail, of course, and was a television personality, regularly featured in the 1990s in American media. Yeah, but that was after she got busted. Let's see, she was a pediatrician. Bro was a pediatrician, damn. When she went to jail, it was for prostitution and tax evasion. And it says here, at the age of 22, Fleiss began managing. So she took over the business when she was 22. It was a prostitution ring, and it was under Madam Alex. That was the lady's name. Now, after meeting Madam Alex in '87, got a bug. Okay. Via Fleiss's film director boyfriend, Ivan Nagy. Let's see, Fleiss stated in 2022 that Alex and she had a very intense relationship. So that was the actual man, that was who she started working for. And that she was kind of like, Heidi was like the daughter. Like I said, she pretty much infiltrated the broad. I mean, they had a serious relationship. Okay. I guess it's saying that, so she was abusive and loving at the same time. So I guess Alex was abusive to her. I don't remember that in the movie. Let's see. She worked as a prostitute for a short period just to learn all the aspects of the trade. So she was just, she knew what she was doing. This was a straight hoe. This is a successful pros, okay? I mean, at the time she was learning to take over Alex's business, there was a labor shortage. Okay, now I guess Alex's prostitutes were approaching middle age and they were setting their sights on retiring, getting out of the business. It says here, Alex, she tasked Heidi with the realization the business was recruiting a new batch. Heidi went after the young broads, basically is what it's saying. And then by 1990, Heidi, let's see, she severed her links with Madam Alex. I thought the broad went to jail. That's how they showed it in the movie. But it says here, in 1990, she severed her links with Madam Alex and began her own. She started her own prostitution ring. Let's see, she stated that she made her first $1 million after only 4 months. So she made $1 million. This is, like I said, very lucrative profession. Very lucrative profession. She made $1 million only after 4 months in the business when she started being a madam. But keep in mind now, she was servicing actresses, okay, female athletes, male athletes. I mean, Heidi was the shit. She was the Hollywood madam. She wasn't called that for nothing. All right, let's see here. So it says here, she made $1 million, within 4 months. She made her first $1 million after only 4 months. And then it says, let's see. And that on her slowest night, she made 10 grand. Okay, so she was getting it. Like I said, if you're gonna do it right. Little $10 hoes, little $20 hoes. Those are the unsuccessful pros. No ambition. No self-worth. 99.9% of the time, just strung out on drugs, fentanyl, heroin, cocaine, something. Okay, so yeah, this broad was getting it though. Okay, made $10,000 in her slowest night. By 91, she was so successful that she was able to reject women who wished to work for her. In June of 93, she was arrested. So she got arrested in 93 for multiple charges, including attempted pandering. So she was getting it, y'all. She was getting it. She changed the game, like I said. And then that book, she had, like I said, the whole black book. That was huge. That sold for a lot of money. She did movies, and she had a lot of powerful names. She had a lot of powerful names in that black book. This is Prostitution, y'all. This is B-Swag Podcast. Okay? Brought to you again by Off the Hook Be Love and B-Swag Marketing LLC, the internet business that put eyeballs on your business. Okay? But she was doing it. She changed the game. She really did. She said, fuck it. If I'm going to be a hoe, I'm going to be an expensive hoe. Okay? Like I said, I had an escort business for a minute. It worked out. But, it just got to where, started dating one of the girls. Won't say any names, and then we just stopped. Fanny Porter, that's a name. Never heard of her, but she was a widow. She opened one of the first brothels. Brothels were back in the day, way back in the day, where it was just you pull into town, go to the brothel, got all the ass on display. That's the way Korea. That's the way Mexico is too. Korea, window shopping. It's a trip. You're window shopping, y'all. I'm not lying. You're downtown and the broads are in the window, okay, with their name tags on, with their numbers. And that's the way it is in Mexico too. TJ. That's exactly how it is in TJ too. It's a trip. It's something else. And like I said, I originally, when I was gonna do this episode, I was coming at a negative way. I was coming at a negative, direction. But then I did some research. I didn't just base it on my experience. I did some research. And it used to be back in the 1800s, it was a glamorous profession. It really was. I think what ruined it was the pimps. When the pimps came along. That had to be the time when it got ruined. Because, Heidi Fleiss didn't have no pimp. She was the pimp when she started her own business. Okay? And was getting paid. And like I said, I've seen some girls. I've seen some girls make some money in 2 hours. I've drove some girls to their place. I've seen them. I've stayed in hotels. I've seen them. Girl staying next door to me was doing it all day, getting paid. The internet hoes. Those are the ones I'm telling you. That's the way to go. That's for everything. Everything. Touch a wider base. But then you have those low budget hoes, those simple-minded hoes. They just thinking, a couple ads around town or run around the hotel half naked. But those are low budget. The bag hoes. They're just trying to get enough to get their high. But you can see back in time, it's the oldest profession again, and there have been females that has taken it to another level, that has maximized the dollar in regards to it. Okay. Like I said, if you're gonna do it right. That goes back to, I think, episode 2, fake ass women. I said, if you're gonna be scheming, folks, don't think you got over on a $20 hit because someone, gave you $20. It's all about the long money, not the short money. And that's in life, period. No matter what your profession is, no matter what you're doing. Think long money. Think residual pay. Okay? Casino hoes. That's short money, but it's big money if it's done right. If you look right, you act right. Also you got your fake hoes versus the real hoes. You got young hoes, you got old hoes. Funny when you see the old ones. I'm talking real old. Okay, I'm talking. Now they ain't got no business being out there, but they out there. They out there, and they doing it. Some is getting it. God bless them. God bless them. I kind of wish I could have been around to see the saloon girls, hanging in the saloons, cowboys. I still say, why not just strip? Strip club's been around for forever too. It has. Why not just strip? Just seems like the easier path, and I don't know. I'm just John Lee, y'all. Billionaire Swag, 3gs.info. But it's a trip after I read on it. You know, after I started doing some research, taking my notes. You know, again, if I was a female, the fine ass female, like a Halle Berry type, if I was shit, I'd be dangerous. I'm dangerous now, just John Walker Lee II. All right, don't get it twisted. Okay, don't get it twisted. I'm dangerous just as me. Okay, so I can imagine. I remember me and this one cat, Terry. Oh, I shouldn't be saying any names, but he'll never hear this, and nobody knows who he is. We used to compete. He was my roommate when I lived in Newport, and we used to compete. Who can, you know? And I'm not even gonna get into detail because this was back in my younger stupid days. I was single, living in Newport Beach, on view of the ocean, in the mortgage business, straight doing it. Young guy, my early 20s. Okay, single again. So God is good though. I will say that God is good. You seek Him. His guidance is not even His guidance. And once you just give it up to Him, then everything will work out right. No matter what you're doing. No matter what you're doing, because it's all Him anyway. It's just a path He feels you got to take. Again, I want to thank everybody though for listening. I thought I had more content. We talked about it a little bit though. It was pretty cool. Who would have thought Maya Angelou? Who would have thought that? Raquel Welch. I would have thought Farrah Fawcett. Okay. But not Raquel Welch. Definitely not Maya Angelou. So, we touched on it quite a bit. Don't forget, we got the website. This will be on the website. That's B-Swag Podcast. That's 3 G's. BSwagPodcast.com. And, you can put remarks there as well as going on my email. Put remarks. I kind of wish I had guests. I wish I should have went out and found a couple, because I know a couple prostitutes. Well, I don't know any out here where I'm at, but I should have went out and, I might redo this topic with some guests. Because I'd like to get some women's and men's, because there are men that was in the top 10 too. Okay, top 10 prostitutes. And a couple men up in there too, to be honest with you. It's kind of tripped me out, to be honest. But that's what it was. That's what it was. Hey, again, go on the website. If you missed an episode, there's quite a few of them. This is episode 8. I got some bangers out there, y'all. Check them out. I need listeners. Help me out. Okay, help me out. Mothers is really good. Fake ass bosses. Someone go listen to that, please. Please. Especially, think about it like this. Have a bad Friday. You have a bad Friday and your boss was the cause of it, you should listen to fake ass bosses on the real. Straight up. Straight the fuck up. If you have, because Fridays are not supposed to be bad. That's Fridays. All you're thinking about is getting off because you have the weekend. Okay? And 8 times out of 10 is payday. So if you have a bad Friday at work and your boss is the cause of it, you need to listen to fake ass bosses, please. Okay? But thank you to everybody who's been listening. Like I said, we're up to 85. We're doing good. We're doing good. I told y'all, grow with me. Grow with me. I'm about to add some things, and like I said, the website was the first. We're about to start giving away some crypto. Giving away some money. Some billionaire swag gear. I got the new gear coming out. Ladies line about to drop. About to do some big things, y'all. About to do some big things. You know how I do it. It's John Lee. Staying in the format. It's time to get up out of here. It really is. Just hang out with me, y'all. I'm gonna get on. It's gonna get on format. It's gonna get on course. Every Friday we're gonna have a new topic, and it's gonna be late because that's just what I do. It's gonna be late, but every Friday. So I should say every Saturday morning, actually. Yeah. But I appreciate y'all hanging out, listening. Okay. I hope I was able to open some eyes and educate or at least entertain. But This is John Lee, y'all. B-Sway Podcast. Next episode, Friday. Not sure what it's going to be yet, but I'm hoping I got some guests. Other than that, hey, stay swag, y'all. Stay swag. And, keep your head on a swivel. And stay tuned in because we got some big things coming up. Hey, this is John Lee, y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm going to get up out of here now. And before I do, though, like I said, I came in thinking it was going to be a negative, and it's not. A profession is a profession, no matter what it is. You getting money, get your money. Okay? As long as you know who you are. This is John Lee B-Swag Podcast. I'm out.